Hey guys, CR Models here. He thought I was excited to do the review on a 450 Pro by RC Aerodyne. Finally got a chance to get my hands on the KS500 ESP. It's a torque tube. It is a mid-size helicopter between a 450 and a 600. Reason I really want to do this review is there's a lot of guys out there who want to jump up to a 550 or 600, but just don't financially want to jump into the price of having a 6-cell or a 12-cell setup yet. So we're going to do a what's in the box review. Alright guys, let's get this box opened, see what's in here. This is the KS500 ESP manual for the torque tube, KS500 Pro. You can download this at www.scaleflying.com. It should be under the 500 section on the website. Alright, here we go, boys and girls. Bear with me, a lot of parts are plastic wrapped here, so I'll have to open them up. Alright. Wow, just like the 450 Pro, all 70-75 aircraft grade aluminum. All the parts flow nice and smooth. And again, that really has a nice fit and finish on it. So that's the whole head design. That's a huge main shaft compared to my little 450 Pros back there. And it does have a fly bar. I'm a fly bar guy, I know, don't judge me. Alright, what is next? The rear torque tube gearbox with the blade holders, tail slider. If you look, everything moves nice and smooth. I mean, I'm barely touching that. Again, 70-75 aircraft grade aluminum. The gears are meshing very nice and smooth. I strongly recommend, just like on my other builds or any kit you ever build, go through, take out every nut and bolt, lock tight everything. The last thing you want is a screw coming out in flight because someone in the factory missed one or two nuts or bolts. It happens, we're human. So again, make sure, even on your even if you're building a $5,000 model, go through, take everything apart, always lock tight. Lock tight is your friend, guys. Alright. Front torque tube gearbox transmission. Again, everything's mostly assembled. I still recommend going through, checking everything. First off, the torque tube gears mesh very nice. No warping, no binding. That moves very smooth. Alright guys, we're getting to the good stuff. Canopy time, frame time. As you guys know from my posting my videos, I am a huge supporter and fan of the Chaos Orange. So, here she is. Get all the wrap off, come on. What do you say to that? Booyah. Love it. I mean, this is a color you can see when you're up there doing your TikToks, your flips. This is not something you're going to lose when you're a couple hundred yards out flying. So there she is. I mean, it should form nice on a canopy, but if it's ever disformed, just simply take a blow dry to it, re-straighten it. But again, beautiful gloss finish, no cracks. It's got the pinstriping. Cool, love it. You can see that. I mean, the 450 compared to this 500, it's a little bit bigger. So that is the canopy. So we got a bunch of little parts bags in here. Again, just like the 450 Pros, this is a full carbon kit. You get carbon blades, carbon frame, carbon tail blades, carbon paddles. This with all of a price point of $289.95. Where are you going to find a model like that? All aluminum head parts, tail parts. So there's the tail blades. We got all parts of the head in here. Fin holder, push rod guides, little screw packs for the nut and bolts, more nut and bolts, the canopy supports. Looks like this tail servo holder. It looks like two different sizes depending on what size tail servo you're going to run. Digital tail servo. That's nice. Two different pinion sizes, aluminum motor mount. anti-rotational bracket. Looks like some balls, probably for the servos. What else? What else? Oh, main gear. Just like the 450 Pro and the bigger models, it's got the, the two-way bearing and stuff in there. Servo arms, mounting hardware to mount the servos and electronics to the frame. Little teeny weeny blade holder, I like that. It's a little bit smaller than the ones that usually come with the 450 Pro. Skid set. Bear with me, guys. We're getting to the frame. All right, box is starting to empty out. We're getting there. Oh yeah, a little bit bigger than a 450. Look at that. Isn't that a thing of beauty? A full carbon fiber frame. It's thicker. Just like the 450 Pro, it's got the thicker frames, so you can get the beefier motors in there without having to do any frame modifications. Got the tray back here to mount your gyro receiver. You can mount it inside. Everything comes built. I still recommend taking everything out, thread locking the parts that go to the aluminum, epoxying any screws that go into plastic for the bottom frame mounts. I'll do that all later. When I do my builds, I like to take the whole frame off, tuck all the electronics in, then put the entire frame back together. More carbon fiber. There's your horizontal and vertical fin set. Looks like our fly bar, our push rod, carbon fiber push rods, boom supports. Another bag here with our tail boom. Nice aluminum tail boom. Our torque tube and bearing that goes inside. What I like about the Chaos series is they use the aluminum on the torque tube to make them a little bit stronger. There's a fly bar. There's a fly bar and the carbon fiber paddles. Keyword here, guys, carbon fiber. Cliff does not go cheap when it comes to carbon fiber on his Chaos kits. And last but not least, the main blades. Packed very nicely. Full carbon fiber. So there it is. There's the unboxing of the Chaos 500 Pro by RC Aerodyne. Stay tuned. Look for the build and flight videos. And subscribe to my channel on YouTube, CR Models. Thanks again to Cliff at RC Aerodyne. And as always, guys, www.chaoslounge.net. Any questions you have about the Chaos line, there's a ton of us over there who will help you out and get you started in the hobby. Enjoy. Alright, real quick, I'm just going to do a couple size comparison for you guys so you can actually see the difference between the 450 and the 500 Pro. 450 canopy. There's a 500 canopy. Nose to nose, this helicopter, I'd say it's about probably 6 inches longer overall. There's your canopy comparisons for you. Blades. Blades are a little bit bigger. Almost from head to torque tube in the rear is the length of the main blade compared to my 450 Pro. Torque tube. Yeah, this helicopter is considerably bigger than the 450. It's more than 6 inches. So, forgive me on that. It's a frame size for 450. It's a 500. There's our difference right there, guys. A little bit bigger, right? Torque tube in the rear for comparison. horizontal fins. And the head. Now guys, this 500 feels like a giant. I just ordered the Chaos 600 last night in the torque tube version. I cannot wait. In the past 2 months, I've been playing with these 450 Pros, and I fell in love with the Chaos line and RC Aerodyne so much that I completely liquidated my line fleet. I had 3 Line 450 Pros, I had a Line 500 and a Line 550 Pro, all of which are now gone. I currently have my 2 450 Pros. I'm building the 500 for you today, and the 600 is on the way. So that is my new fleet. RCA all the way.